Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot with the Snoring Test and the Knights Templar Tarot on the tarot table. We are looking at the Invictus games today. Two stories. The first one I've just done, the rumoured secret loan request from Prince Harry that was turned down quite savagely, allegedly. This story is coming from Richard Eden. It broke in the Daily Mail today, and Richard Eden, according to a source, is hearing that Harry could be forced to quit as patron of the Invictus games. It's quite an interesting little piece. He said that he's hearing rumblings of discontent regarding Harry's role as patron, and a source says, and I'm quoting, that Harry is no longer the help he once was and is an increasingly divisive character. It might be better if he took a step back. This is in the context of their need or their desire to have the real royals at the 2027 games in Birmingham, and the fact that Harry is patron of the Invictus games makes it very difficult for the real royals to show up. And Richard Eden also reminds us that all of this is happening against the backdrop of the recent resignation, is that the right word, of J.J. Chalmers as trustee of the Invictus Foundation. He was a very vocal supporter of Prince Harry, loyal supporter, let's say, rather than vocal. And he was a trustee for 2 years, and he has just announced that he is stepping down. So he's not going to stick around for Birmingham. And that fact that happened in the past few days raised some eyebrows. This story from Richard Eden, I think, is going to raise even more. So with the Knights Templar Tarot, which is my military service tarot, not my conspiracy theory tarot, not my ancient history, divisive history tarot either, just military service tarot, as I always try and say. We're going to do a Celtic cross from Harry's point of view, because if there is truth to this story, he must be feeling pretty bad right now, pretty anxious. I can't imagine, there's the devil, I can't imagine Harry's life without this particular role. He's lost so many recently. He's conspicuously failing at so many things. This is the one thing that gives him a sense of purpose and self-worth and achievement, in my opinion. We've got the right energy in the cards. Let's go Celtic cross. Let's see, reading from Harry's point of view, what is going on? Is he really under pressure to step down from his role as patron? I know there have been rumblings that, like David Beckham, there have also been names like Mike Tyndall tossed around, Zara even. Let's see what's going on. Snoring, sorry, always seems to get louder when I do these readings. We have the Chariot, and it's in reverse. That's an end of a journey, a very powerful journey, a very vital and powerful, focused journey, of one that's like a role that he really took on with passion and vigor and drove it forward. That Chariot is about willpower and achieving your goals very intentionally, not letting the goal out of your sights. And it's in reverse, which means that the wheels are coming right off this situation for Harry, and he might not even make it. With this energy, in my opinion, he might not even make it to 2027 as patron. Also, just by the way, it's Prince William energy, it's Major Arcana Cancerian energy. Who would they really like as patron right now? You know who. I guess Harry also knows who. So, situation he's in right now, with these rumours and rumblings, we're getting the Magician in reverse. That's interesting because it's a spin card, and this is clearly someone who has very deliberately gone to Richard Eden and leaked this story to him. And that is, Harry is actually being spun against. That's not the right word, but I can't think of the right word. He's the one who was forever running to the press and planting stories, in my opinion, and Madame also. But now it's happening in the reverse. He's being briefed against by insiders, and that must be quite a shock to him, to realize that someone is playing this game and he's on the receiving end of this. It's the trickster card, the Magician in reverse. It's PR and spin, but it's used in quite a hostile way, really, and he's feeling it. It's manifesting energy, creation energy. He was the magician who created. Well, he likes to tell us that he wasn't. It was set up for him by the royals to give him some shine after the Vegas episode in 2012. But of course, he has paraded it as his own creation. It's in reverse. His own creation is turning against him. Ouch. What's the problem? What's going on? What is the problem? We got the Five of Pentacles and it's in reverse. It's the broke card. So even though in the previous reading I did, it didn't look like they were actually technically broke, I think they are struggling financially, and I think the real struggle is to attract big sponsors. I don't think on paper, if you do all the additions and subtractions, you come to a minus figure. But I think that they are struggling to get the backing that they need for the Invictus Games in 2027 and further than that. It's exile and ostracizing energy, the Five of Pentacles, and the fact that it's in reverse tells me that they are tired of having to deal with someone who is viewed as a pariah by the British establishment, the military establishment, the royal family, the government, the public. They're sick of it, and he obviously knows this. It might just have penetrated that he is that unpopular that they would be better off without him. They would be welcomed back without him. That is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. What's going on behind the scenes? Hidden energy here. And we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's the deals card, negotiations, deals, backers. And it's in reverse. They are struggling. They're struggling to get the people on board that they want on board to make this a successful games in 2027. It's very simple. Don't need to dwell on that energy. What is Harry? And this is Harry's perspective. So I'm reading it almost from the Invictus Games perspective, but he is the patron. So both energies are coinciding here. He sees it. He sees what's going on. Excuse me. And if he goes to a meeting and says, please come and join us and we'll put your name on our merch, they'll say, well, you don't wear the merch. Well, maybe you do once or twice. And Madame certainly doesn't wear the merch. And you've got a rotten reputation because Madame goes mincing about in her short shorts in front of veterans when she shouldn't be even showing her face there. So it's that kind of energy with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. What is Harry focused on right now? What's he thinking about? What's happening? We've got the Three of Wands in reverse. He's losing this. It's shrinking, it's disappearing, it's failing. Three of Wands upright is very hopeful, optimistic energy. You're waiting for something to grow and flourish and thrive. You've sown the seeds, now you're waiting to see how it's going to take off and thrive. It's in reverse. It's withering, it's shrinking, it's failing, losing faith, losing hope, giving up. Realizing that people are giving up. J.J. Thomas, sorry, I'm out of here. It's just not working for me. Interesting. It was, of course, need to spend time with my family. Yeah, in my opinion. So what's been going on? Past energy, recent past. What has been happening? Page of Cups. Supplication kind of energy in that Page of Cups, trying to ingratiate himself with people. I'm getting Harry, that he's been going around knocking on doors, caught by door cams. It's that kind of energy that he's been going around to people and saying, hey, are you with me or are you against me? Remember me, I'm your old mate. We did this together. We went to the Antarctic together. We did whatever together. Trying to remind them that he's a loyal and faithful servant of the Invictus Games. That's what he's been doing. Has it paid off? Not really, according to the energy that's going on here. And over here, underlying energy, Chariot in reverse. Let's not forget that's a huge card that's sitting under all of this. What's going to happen next? Coming up short term for Harry. We've got the Queen of Cups and it's in reverse. There's a female figure who might step down next. Well, there has been one. Interestingly, the CEO of Travelist, who is a woman, has just stepped down. So she's in there. Even though, yes, it happened in the last day or so, it's in here as well. But he's going to lose some level of support that's coming strongly from women. And I don't know off the top of my head if there is a high status woman who's involved in running the Invictus Games, but she's going, turning against him. It's wider than that, though. There's a sense with that Queen of Cups in reverse that he's not living up to the Mummy Diana standard. And people are going to start calling him out on that. I know there's rumours about the Diana documentary for Netflix. I have read on that very recently. It looks like it might not happen. It looks like he might actually swerve away from it at some point. But it's like people are going to start telling him, you're not Mummy Diana. You haven't been doing your duty to king and country. You haven't been following in her footsteps. You're deluded if you think that's who you are. And we see it. And we are turning against you. It's sympathetic energy. It's nurturing energy when the Queen of Cups is upright. When it's in reverse, it's people going cold on you and just thinking, I don't support you anymore. I don't feel sorry for you anymore. I felt wretched for that 12-year-old boy walking behind his mother's coffin all those years ago. I'm over it. You should get over it too. It's that kind of energy that's coming through. For me, as an energy reader, we'll put the allegedly sign on. Harry's view of himself and the Invictus Games. How important is it? How does he see his role, his value to them? Ooh, he's at the Two of Swords energy. He knows that he is at a crossroads with them, that they are kind of done with him. That's not positive energy. He's got a choice to make. A very difficult choice to make with that Two of Swords, because if he really, really values the Invictus Games, and if he really wants to support veterans, he would do the decent thing and step down and say, I understand that I'm a divisive character. I understand that while the games are being held, he could do it even temporarily and say, while the games are being held in the UK, I'm going to step down, stand back, let the royals attend, let you get the best possible sponsors and all the rest of it, and get busy rehabilitating my reputation in the meanwhile. He's got a big decision to make. He's got to put himself first, or he's got to put them first. And either way, really, for him, it's going to be devastating, that Two of Swords. When you're in Two of Swords energy, you're not a happy person, because either option, it's the devil and the deep blue sea energy, basically the Two of Swords, and neither option is particularly pleasant, shall we say. Pressure he is under. Let's scooch the Two of Swords out the way. Pressure that he's under the Lovers in reverse. You see, they want him to split. They want done with him. The Lovers is union, of course, partnering. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's also her. So there is pressure in here. Leave her at home. We don't want her. She has got nothing to do with this. She has dragged it down to her lows. And we don't want any part of that. So there is part of this Two of Swords decision. If you want to stay, you're going to have to get rid of her, just by the way. But also, you've got some hard choices to make yourself because it's the choice card. The pressure is they want him out. The message has been passed along to Richard Eden, who gleefully wrote about it in the Daily Mail today. And Harry knows they want him out. And that is a separation energy and a difficult choice. So we have 2 choice cards here, basically saying the same thing, but going from minor arcana to major arcana, his perspective to external pressure that's on him with this Lovers in reverse. His hopes and fears, scoot you out the way, hopes and fears, and we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So much in this card. Very worried about the finances of the Invictus Games. First of all, 10 of Pentacles. If they don't get those big injections, those big sponsors, they are done. They are ruined. They're going to fail. It's the card of debt, financial collapse, very serious collapse when it's in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles. It's also, so that's the first fear, that they're going to fail financially if he's around as patron still. Second fear is that the royal family is not going to support the Invictus Games, and equally the establishment, his pet enemy at the moment, the establishment who have stitched him up so much, he believes. But the 10 of Pentacles, royal family, and also British institutions, the military, the government, the public even are there in that 10 of Pentacles. They don't want anything to do with him. Big corporations in the UK don't want anything to do with him. He is very worried about this. How's it going to go? Heading towards the 2027 games. I'm not reading further than that. Is he going to have to fall on his sword, or is he going to show up? What's going to happen? Is he going to redeem himself? Who knows? There could be a redemption in here. We've got the 2 of Pentacles and it's in reverse. The whole thing might collapse with that 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's about priorities, the 2 of Pentacles. It's about where you put your energy and your focus and your resources. It's in reverse, being overwhelmed, not having enough in the way of energy and resources, prioritizing the wrong things. If he prioritizes the wrong things with that 2 of Pentacles, and otherwise his ego and Madame's need to prance about in front of the public in those short shorts again, the whole thing is going to fail. It's not massive. It's not massive, but it could just be the hole in the dike and the water starts to trickle, and then it gains and gains and gains momentum, and then the next minute there's just this wild flood. A water metaphor for the 2 of Pentacles, which is not water, and it's not water at all, it's earth. But earth is your foundations, it's what you build on, and it's collapsing. It's overwhelmed energy. He himself might become completely overwhelmed by the choices that he has to make. It tells me that he can't really make them. He isn't man enough to make the right move. In my opinion, that's my poor opinion of him at a personal level, that he should really just step down. He should do the decent thing, the noble thing, step down. Problem solved. People would have a much better opinion of him, in my opinion, if he did that. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that, and the sentiment is going to grow against him. And who's going to suffer? The Invictus Games themselves, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like he's getting the old heave-ho anytime soon, but it does look as if he's very his position is really under threat, and he knows it. In this energy, in this reading, these cards that have shown up, there is no way that he doesn't realize what a liability he is at this point. But of course, as I say, the decision is all his to make. Will he make it? Not according to these cards. That's the reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.